Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing an exciting video because this video is all about motivation and some of my top health tips right now. Some of the things that I've learned over the past 2 months which have honestly transformed my mindset but also my physical health. And some of them are so simple, but they honestly have motivated me so much, and I wanted to share these with you because I do post a lot about changing your routine and doing certain things and practicing healthy eating and all the rest of it, but to actually put them into, or like narrow them down into my favorite and top tips for better health is something that I've always wanted to do. So I put it in this YouTube video and I'm gonna get straight into it. Tip number 1 is to eat 3 main meals a day. Now this sounds just like common sense, but a lot of people eat 3 small meals a day and they end up snacking a heap throughout the day. What I've learned is that eating a good breakfast, like a hearty breakfast, then eating a hearty lunch, and then eating a hearty dinner is better for me, is better for my mindset. I'm not constantly thinking about food throughout the day, I'm not distracted by food, and I actually don't crave a lot of sweet things just because I'm filling all of my macronutrient needs in each meal. I thought to start off this video I would show you my favorite breakfast recipe right now, which is actually a gluten-free porridge, and it's got healthy fats, it's got protein, and it's also got carbohydrate. I definitely promote carbohydrates in the morning, particularly if you exercise. For me, carbohydrates are really important for my mindset, for my mood, and everything in between. I used to be a high protein, high fat girl, and I would have like almost no carbohydrates, and it wasn't good for my body, and it also wasn't good for my mind. So this breakfast this morning is amazing, and it also contains my granola, so I'll obviously show you all of the ingredients now and I will go through it for you. For those of you that eat porridge, that's amazing, but unfortunately I can't eat porridge, I can't eat oats. So I love my granola, but I wanted to find a way to add the nuts and granola to like a warm breakfast. So this is what I'm doing this morning. I will run you through the steps and hopefully it tastes good at the end. Okay guys, so these are some of the ingredients I'm using. I'm using 2 tablespoons of flaxseed, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 3 tablespoons of rice flakes. These are super cheap from the supermarket and highly recommend them. And in the jar, I've actually just blended some Nutty Boost with dates, ginger, cinnamon, and that's it. And it's honestly, it makes this porridge. So I highly recommend doing this at the beginning of the week and just keeping it in a jar and scooping it into your porridge. So I just wanted to show you some of the brands I've been using. Obviously Nutty Boost, Rice Flakes, those are golden flax seeds, and then I've also got chia, both from the supermarket. Nutty Boost, I've got a link below so you can have a discount code to buying that online. Rice Malt Syrup for at the end is a substitute for golden syrup, and this amazing raw activated hazelnut chocolate butter. I do want to say you can also use peanut butter in this recipe. It makes it super creamy and it works really well with all of these ingredients, so definitely give that a go as well. Now I'm bloody hot because I've had that porridge. It's like making me sweat. But it is so good, guys. And honestly, if you are going gluten-free or you're just wanting an oat-free option, and if you want to substitute the chocolate, like the cacao hazelnut spread, to nut butter or protein, you definitely can. You can add protein by adding protein powder to the almond milk and then adding it to the saucepan. And also guys, you can microwave this. I would suggest, if you want something on the go, preparing, like putting all of the ingredients in a little plastic container, and then in the mornings literally just heaping it in to a bowl with some almond milk and putting it in the microwave for like 2 to 3 minutes. My second tip, which I probably include in every single video, but I've only started adopting it completely in the past 3 months, is to drink at least 2 liters of water a day. I put magnesium in my first bottle and then I put lemon water in my second, and I'll pop the magnesium that I currently use in the section below. But this is something which has been super transformative for my skin, but also my health in general. Exercise, like I feel like I have more energy. I don't think you realize how dehydrated you are throughout the day when you don't drink water, and how much it contributes to tiredness and just feeling like absolute shit. My skin also like plumps up when I drink water. My third tip is to set goals every day and also write a list. Now, whether you're like an electronic list person, what I've learned over the past 2 months is that I'm not an electronic list person. I personally like to write things down on paper. So I just purchased one of these diaries from the newsagents, and every single day I write a little checklist of what I need to do, and I make sure that there's 3 things on the top of the list that must be completed by the end of the day. And it doesn't matter if any of the other things aren't completed, it just has to be those 3 things as a priority. So always make sure you prioritize 3 things on your list. And another tip I have is to do the thing that you don't want to do first, because you'll find that ticking off the others comes easier. My next tip is to exercise at least 3 times per week, and exercise in the morning at least 1 to 2 times per week. And the reason I'm saying exercise in the morning is that a lot of people don't like exercising in the morning, and I didn't either, but I found that doing it in the morning and getting it over and done with honestly sets me up for the rest of the day. If you watched my vlog, probably like 5 vlogs ago, I go on about how I hate training in the morning and that I only train at night time and that mornings are for working and blah 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 blah. Well, that's another thing where I realized that I've changed ridiculously, because I started training in the morning and it's the best thing I've ever done, because I'm not sitting all day at my desk thinking, oh shit, I've got to do a workout tonight. Am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? It's like putting a wet rag over your head for the whole day, because you know your day is working up to a workout. And obviously a lot of people like working out, but a lot of people look at it as a chore. And although you shouldn't really look at it as a chore, you should do things that you actually enjoy doing, like whatever exercise makes you feel good. You choose one that works for you. But I personally found that getting out of the house in the morning, getting up super early, going to the gym, changing my routine and doing it in the morning has been just amazing for my mindset, but also my physical health. My back pain has stopped because I do the exercise in the morning and then I go and sit at my desk and I feel like I've moved in the morning. Try exercising one day in the morning and see how the rest of your day pans out, because I guarantee it'll be a lot better. My next step is to step outside your comfort zone and change your routine. So I recently started reading a book called Becoming Supernatural. I'll pop the book down the bottom of this vlog with the author, but I strongly suggest you read it if you're stuck in a routine or you're in the phase of your life where you're not extremely happy, or you're happy but you feel like you're just running on autopilot, which happens to a lot of people. It's like that time in your life where you feel like something needs to change, that you've been doing the same thing for too long and you need to transform your life in some way or another. A month or 2 months ago, Mitch and I were doing the same thing every morning. We'd wake up at the same time, our alarm would go off, it would be the same alarm. We'd go and get a coffee at the exact same place every single day at the same time. We'd come home, we'd write in our diary, same thing every day. We'd kiss goodbye at the same time. I'd get on my laptop, do the same work. I'd then go to the supermarket at the same time every day, come home, make dinner, sit at the same table, watch the same TV show, get up, do it again. And it was honestly like Groundhog Day. And to me, I thought that that was really healthy. Like, routine is really good. You know, it makes you feel secure. You're in this little bubble of like safety. And then I realized that if something happened in the day where my routine was broken, like something changed my routine, I got really anxious. And well, the book says to change your routine every day because it actually stimulates mental growth, it stimulates motivation. So if you're doing the same thing every single day, your mind is actually not working as well as it should be. Your body is on autopilot, and it's actually your body that's working, it's not your mind. So in order to change this, you need to actually change your habits every day. So instead of waking up and going to the same coffee shop, going to the same supermarket, going the same route, whatever it is, if you walk to work every single day, things that you can do to change your routine is as simple as walking a different route, going to a different supermarket, going to a different coffee shop, visiting a different friend. Honestly, your mind will thank you for it. And I've been doing this like every single day. I don't know what I'm doing, as in I'll do something different. So it's my aim now every day to step outside my comfort zone and do something that isn't in my normal routine. It's honestly the best thing for your mind, and I suggest it to anyone who suffers from a little bit of anxiety or is feeling that weird sense of bloody hell, like I'm on autopilot every single day and I need to change. So my last tip, and it's probably one of the most important things because it's really helped my hormones, and it's really helped me balance out, and it's also helped my anxiety, and that would be to manage your stress levels throughout the day. And I've been doing it with my Fitbit, so I didn't realize this was one of the components of it. And you can obviously, there'll be different apps for this. I'm sure you can find a different app which would do the same thing, but basically this app, this watch, has a component called relax. So every time during the day, I might get an email and it will completely stress me out. My cortisol levels will probably be going through the roof. I look at my watch, I can see my heart rate going up. And what I do when I see my heart rate going up, because that's an indication that, you know, you're a bit stressed if you're not doing exercise, I press relax, and it takes me through a 2-minute breathing exercise to lower my heart rate. So for 2 minutes, I look at the watch and it has this like circle, and it asks you to follow the circle as you're breathing, like to inhale and exhale. And at the end of the session, my heart rate has usually dropped by 10 beats per minute, 5 to 10 beats per minute. So obviously if you don't have a Fitbit, that's fine, but I would strongly suggest looking up apps for breathing exercises if you're not a meditator. I've tried to get into meditation. I do it probably once to twice a week, but I haven't been able to do it every single day because I just can't do it yet. But this is the technique I use at the moment to lower my heart rate, and it has honestly worked wonders for me. So that's another tip that I have. So far, these are my top tips for living a healthy lifestyle, for feeling good, and for encouraging the best mental and physical health. So if you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and please let me know if you have any questions because I will definitely answer them. I will see you in my next video.